Well, hello everybody. It's Lisa Blueswick, nicknamed Lisa Longball. I am here for our Golf Town International Women's Day Golf Clinic. I started a minute early just to give people a chance to get on so that they're on and ready to go. So right at 5 o'clock Mountain, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, we're going to be ready to go. So just wanted to hop on a minute early and can't wait to get started. I know many of you who are in snow-capped places, whether it's in provinces, territories, or states, you're kind of chilly out there and you're ready for this golf season to begin. So I want to get that golf to get your season going great. So I can't wait to share some wonderful tips to help female golfers hit a golf ball longer, straighter, better. So super excited. I see Golf Towns joined us. Hello, and Helen and Ann, thanks so much for joining us. And we are going to have a fantastic time. So can't wait. I'm excited to hear where everyone's from. So for those of you who are popping on right now, throw something in the chat. Tell me where you're from. I'd love to hear where you're watching from so that I can help you make this the best golf season yet. 2025, here we come. Can't wait. So it's going to be super fun. So we've got, right now it is time to go. We're ready to go. So I'm going to get started because I want every single second to help teach you everything. So for those of you who are just joining us, again, hello. My name is Lisa Blueswick, nicknamed Lisa Longball. I'm an 8-time Canadian long drive champion for women and super born and raised Calgarian and proud Canadian. And just most importantly, I'm a woman who's passionate about golf. I want to help women across Canada, across the world, be better golfers. So I'm thrilled for those of you who have joined me. Yesterday, we were celebrating International Women's Day. International Women's Day is a day to celebrate all the fabulous women in your life. And all the women I know and that I get to luckily be around are brave and strong and smart and beautiful. And ladies, we are here to celebrate that. We are here to celebrate all of our greatness. And I'm thrilled for those of you who are golfers and who are getting out there. Some of you are playing corporate golf. And boy, oh boy, that's such a great skill for women. So many women are left out of key business networking opportunities because they don't play. So love to see the women are getting out there. I hope we have some new golfers on there. Please give us a shout out if you're a new golfer. Would love for you to join us. And for any of the gentlemen that are joining us, all these tips can help you too. And I know that you are super supportive of all the women in your life. So that's what we're doing today. I just want to give a shout out. Joe from Seattle, Washington. I was just in Seattle watching my son play your Thunderbirds in WHL hockey. So super cool. Helen, I see you're in here from Winnipeg. And I know it's kind of been a cold winter for you. So we're getting you ready. Manon from Gatineau, Quebec. Hello, bonjour. Thank you for joining us. Thrilled that you're watching. So, all right, let's get started. This is what we're going to do today. I am going to share tips from, I do ladies clinics at Golf Towns in all 47 stores across Canada. I've been coming across Canada trying to teach these clinics. And I also teach golf schools for women across North America. And I'm going to give you kind of the 5 key tips that I talk about that will specifically help women, but will also help all golfers. So feel free to share this with your partners, your spouses, anyone who can get, who could learn from this, because I think it will truly help everyone. And I just want to say hi to Carly. She's only 2 years into golf in Montreal. Bonjour. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I love hearing that. And Jody Callahan, welcome. All right, let's get started. First thing I want to talk about is warm up. Now, I go over warm up. For any of you who want to watch, I did a series of videos with Golf Town, or I've been doing them for several years. You can go up from everything from warm up, grip, posture, ball position, get all the meat and potatoes to get your season kick started. All you need to do is go to the Golf Town YouTube channel. Go to the Golf Town YouTube channel, and right there on the homepage, you will see Lisa Longball clinics. So I'll go through a whole gamut of great warm-up exercises, but I'm going to show you the most important one that every single one of you, men or women, should be doing. So this is, I call it the twisties. I'm going to call it the twisties. So everyone, before you start your game, if this is the only stretch you do, I promise it'll help you hit better shots on the first hole versus the 4th or 5th hole. So first thing I want you to do is grab a club. Any club, have feet shoulder width apart, hold the club at chest height. Do not let your heels come up, okay? What I want you to do is start twisting. As your back warms up, I want you to twist a little bit further, and a little bit further, and a little bit further. I do about 10 to 15 of those before I start my round. What happens is, as we're golfing, many of you could complain about consistency. A lot of women tell me, Lisa, I'm really inconsistent. What happens is, especially as we're heading into the spring or in those shoulder seasons or the fall, it's a little chilly outside sometimes when you're golfing, and your back can get super, super tight. So it's super important to let your back warm up. If your back is warmed up, it can get to the proper positions. Now, the other thing, it's not just helpful in those shoulder seasons or cool weather. But when you're playing around a golf, even if it's 30 degrees Celsius, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, if you are out and around and you haven't swung a golf club in about 10 minutes, your back starts to tighten up, especially as we age. So this stretch, you will see me doing this in the middle of the fairway. You'll see me doing this before I tee off on the next tee box. And I promise you, it's going to help you with your consistency because it gets your back warmed up. Try it. I think you're going to love it. I just want to say hi, Di. Oh, thanks for saying you like my cute outfit. I've got my cute little pleated skirt and a cute little sweater. I super appreciate that. Thanks so much. All right. Now, once you do the warm up, again, go to the Golf Town YouTube channel to find even more great warm up exercises that I've done in the Lisa Longball Clinic playlist. But I also think a great warm up tool is the orange whip. And many of you might have seen people carrying these in their bag and wondering what it is. This is a fantastic warm-up tool. Now, Canadians, I got to tell you, most, other than the lucky people who live in the Vancouver area or Vancouver Island, they get to golf year-round. But the rest of Canada, we're missing golf all year, and all my northern United States there. This is a fantastic tool to use in season, but even more fantastic out of season when we can't be hitting golf balls. This is a tool that trains your tempo, trains balance, trains getting on the proper swing plane. So it's called the Orange Whip. It's available at Golf Town. I believe Golf Town's going to throw some links in there as well too. But this is something that I use in the wintertime. Now, there's a few exercises. Go on to orangewhip.golf.com and you'll see some great videos about how to use this to see if this is something that would be helpful for you. One such activity is that it's a bit of a change on my twisties move. What they have you do is holding your hands closer together and you're going to have them facing straight up. But on this one, you'll do the twisties, but you'll allow your heel to come up. So this is how they have you a great warm-up exercise, again, to get you transferring your weight and also getting that back warmed up. So this is the next step after the twisties. This is a great one. And then what you're going to see, there's so many great exercises, again, if you go to orangewhipgolf.com. But what you want to do is start swinging it. Start with small swings and then build up, build up, build up. You won't believe how it helps your tempo and to stay on plane. So again, what you're going to do is just start with just little swings. Let your heel come up. Little swings as your swing warms up, going a little bit longer and a little bit longer until you get into full swings. And then you can start, once you start getting better at this, you can start to add speed. And when you're going to get your speed coming from your core, which we'll talk about later. This is a great tool to get your body warmed up. I use this before I go out golfing often, just to get my swing warmed up at the golf course. So, and if you go look at the PGA Tour, LPGA Tour bags, many of the golfers will have this. So it's called the Orange Whip if you're interested. Fantastic little training device. Now, once you're all warmed up, it's now time to talk about what are we going to get into the meat and potatoes of how to make our golf swing a little bit better. Before we do, I see Rick has joined us. Oh my goodness, Rick, thank you so much for Happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. Awesome, awesome. Super appreciate that. And he's from Victoria, BC, so that's fantastic. Because you know what, ladies? It's so important to have male golf partners out there in the world supporting us, saying, come on, ladies, get out there. Let's play, get going, let's play. So we really appreciate that. Thank you. All right. As I told you, there's 5 things I want to share with you that I promise you will make you hit it either longer, straighter, or better. It will make you a better golfer. Here's tip number 1, and it's super simple. Tip number 1 is going to be deep breath out. I cannot emphasize how important this is to take a deep breath out. So before your swing, whether that's a full swing, whether you're hitting a chip, whether you're in the sand, even before you're putting, taking a deep breath out allows you to relax those muscles. Golf, tension is a club head speed killer in golf. So you always want to be relaxed. Tense muscles are not fast muscles. Loose, supple muscles are fast muscles. So it's really important to relax. One of the best ways to do that is just simply take your deep breath out. As you're standing there with me right now, everyone just take a deep breath out. Could you feel your shoulders come down? The tension come out of your forearms and your hands. Well, that's going to help happen your golf swings. As you know, I've competed at over 20 World Long Drive Championships. My top finish at the World Long Drive Championships was 2nd place. And if you ask many of the top World Long Drive champions and say, what's one of your keys to success? I promise you that they're going to say, get that tension out, relax, loose, supple hands. So here's what I do. Every time, whether I'm hitting a pitching wedge, a driver, or right before a putt, the very last thing I do right before I take away, I do it in my backswing, I take a deep breath out. and then my trigger starts. So my trigger for my golf swing is deep breath out, then I take a swing. Do that next time at the driving range, and I promise you it's going to add more distance to your game and help you be a little bit more consistent. For those of you that are slicers, so that's right for my righties, left for my lefties, what you're going to notice is that if you have tight grip pressure, as you come through the ball, the club face is open, you're slicing it all day long. So again, if you're a slicer, this could be a quick fix to your slice. So give it a try. Now, speaking of left-handed golfers, actually Canada, I've heard the stat that Canada has the highest percentage of left-handed golfers in the world. 23% of Canadian golfers are left-handed. And so many people ask, my American friends say, why? Hockey, a lot, it's not the only reason, but a lot of people say because of hockey, many people are right-handed. So a lot of right-handed people want to skate down the rink with the stick in their dominant hand. They go left hand low, and then they shoot left in hockey, even though they're right-handed. So then they like shooting left in golf. Now, again, it's not the only reason, but I just wanted to note, Facebook has done a change in the last 3 months, and I used to be able to flip my image. So right now, you'll see that my words are backwards on my hat and on my logo, and it looks like I'm a left-handed golfer. So I'm a right-handed golfer. But out of respect to the lefty, I won't be saying left foot, right foot. I know my lefties hate that, so I'll be talking lead foot, trail foot. But just wanted to let you know, if you notice the image is flipped, that's a new thing that's with Facebook, that they no longer allow you to flip the image. So hopefully they're working on that, and we'll get that fixed. Just before we continue, I see Perry has joined us from Lethbridge, Alberta, my home province. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Nicole has joined us. Hello, Nicole and Carly. Yay, lefties. See, I knew there was going to be some lefties in the crowd. So I told you 5 things we're going to take away from today's clinic. Take a deep breath out, and that's before chipping, putting, sand, full swing, and I promise you it's going to get you in the right position to hit the longest shots possible for when you're hitting those full swings, and keep you calm and hitting better shots. Now, what's the next thing? This one's huge. This one is something I call brush the grass. Now, I talk about this because a lot of women struggle with contact with their irons. They're like, Lisa, I don't hit my irons very well. Do you have any tips? You bet I do. So when I say brush the grass, this golf swing right here, that's a good looking golf swing if I do say so myself. But guess what? I didn't brush the grass. If you don't brush the grass, you have no hope of hitting a good golf shot. So that swing right there, I was barely maybe hit the forehead of the golf ball. It'd be a worm burner, scald shot, scooting along the grass. And then you're like so disappointed in yourself, and you're like, shoot, beer cart. And you think you're a horrible golfer when that's not the case. That swing was gorgeous. You just didn't brush the grass. Now, the common misconception is we have a lot of people that are trying to be super helpful when they're your playing partners, and when they see you cold top it worm burner, they'll tell you, oh, hey, Nancy, you lifted your head. Oh, one of the 2 worst things you can tell golfers. She didn't lift her head. So if you hit a cold top, you didn't lift your head. What's happened is you've actually come out of your posture. So you've either straightened your legs, or what I see more often than not, lifted your torso. Now, if you think about it, if you only lift your torso 1 inch, that's it, just 1 inch, you're hitting halfway up the ball. If you lift it 2 inches, you're barely catching the forehead. So again, it's not a major lift, but it's enough to make you hit terrible irons. And also that will go on to hybrids and fairway woods as well. You can get away with it with driver because it's teed up, but this is absolutely huge if you want to hit better contact with all those clubs. So how do we fix it? How do we fix that if you're someone that's coming up and lifting your torso and coming out of your posture? All right, there's 2 ways to fix it. Way number 1, you have to start your backswing with your lead shoulder. So many golfers, especially women, because women tell me, Lisa, I can't hit it 200 yards. Only 80% of women can hit it 200 yards. And I believe women can hit it further. The problem is women tend to be arms lifters. So meaning that typically women tend to be our secret sauce is that we happen to be a little bit more flexible typically than our male counterparts. So if you took a picture at the top of my backswing, you'd be like, oh, Lisa, nice backswing. When in fact, I haven't turned 1 bit. All I did was lift my arms, and all I can do is drop them. And so if you're sitting there going, am I an arms lifter? Do you hit your 8 iron as far as your 7 iron, as far as your 6 iron? If the answer is yes, you're an arms lifter. But the great news is it's easily fixed. So 2 fixes, so to help you get out of that arms lifter, if that's one of the things you're doing. Because look, when you lift your arms, look how that pulls you out of your posture if you're an arms lifter. You have to start your backswing with your lead shoulder. So right-handed golfers, that's your left shoulder. Lefties, it's your right shoulder. So if you start your backswing with your lead shoulder, it forces your chest to stay level. So if you start with that lead shoulder, your chest stays level. You aren't coming up out of your posture. So as I said, there's two things that keep you in posture. Tip number one, start your backswing with your lead shoulder. And then that's going to get you turning, which is fantastic for power. Number two, I need you to have a swing thought that is butt out, butt out, butt out. What do you mean butt out? Watch this. If I lift my torso, look what happens to my butt. If I lift my torso, look how my butt comes in. See how my butt comes in? That's getting us out of our posture. And again, sometimes on sheer athleticism, you can get back to the ball and still hit a decent shot. You'll be totally inconsistent. And many times you're still going to cold top it, worm burner, the whole 9 yards. So here's the swing thought. Two swing thoughts. Start your backswing with your lead shoulder. Lead shoulder starts the backswing, not hands, not arms. And then say to yourself, butt out, butt out, butt out. So if I'm doing this, I'm hitting a golf ball. I'm going to go, okay, Lisa, lead shoulder starts you, and I literally say while I'm swinging, in my head, I'll say, butt out, butt out, butt out, boom! And you're rocking it through. Because if your butt's sticking out, I promise you, your chest is staying level. If the butt comes in, the chest comes up. So if you're someone that hits it thin a lot, worm burner, scald shot, two swing thoughts, start my backswing with my lead shoulder, butt out, butt out, butt out. And I promise you, better contact with all your clubs leading up to driver, okay? Just want to say hi to all the people that have joined us here. I see Pat and Helga and Francois. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. All right, I talked about 5 things that are going to help make you a better golfer, especially women's, to celebrate our International Women's Day. And so we've got number 1 is deep breath out. But that's before every swing, even your putting. Number 2, you need to brush the grass. So every time you make a golf swing, you need to brush the grass. How do you do that? Start your backswing with your lead shoulder, butt out, butt out, butt out, okay? Actually, I'm going to add this as well too. Practice swings. People ask me all the time, hey Lisa, do I have to do a practice swing? Okay, the entire purpose of a practice swing is to see, can you brush the grass? So if you can brush the grass in your practice swing, bada bing, bada boom, go ahead and hit your next shot. But if you miss the grass on your practice swing, people say, Lisa, can I take a second practice swing? Absolutely. Quickly get in there, take another practice swing with the 2 swing thoughts, lead shoulder starts me, butt out, butt out, butt out. If you miss a second time, can you take a third practice swing? No, that's annoying and no one will want to play with you. So no third. Then hope and pray, hope and pray. I'm being funny, but again, pace of play. And ladies, I'm going to tell you something. Women are blamed for slow play a lot. We are not slow. All the women I play golf with are boom, 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 straight down the pipe. They're rarely in backyards and rarely in ponds, but we get blamed for slow play. So we don't want to look 3 practice swings on the first tee box. Someone's going, oh, great, look, here goes the ladies again. So no 3 practice swings, but I do recommend a practice swing just for the sole purpose. Did you brush the grass? That's, in my opinion, that's the whole purpose of a practice swing. And if you're going to do a practice swing, practice like you play. If you want to see me throw up in my mouth, let me show you. I'll watch someone do a practice swing that looks like this. So yeah, you brush the grass, but you just did a swing that you're not going to do on the golf course. So you've just practiced something that you're not going to do. That's poor muscle memory. If you're going to do a practice swing, do a full practice swing. Boom. All the way through. So if you're going to do a practice swing, finish that golf swing. All right. So we talked about the 5 things we're going to do. I've already mentioned we've done the deep breath out, brush the grass, and here's number 3. Number 3 is you have to, and we just started it right there. Finish your golf swing, finish your golf swing, finish your golf swing. You got to finish your golf swing. Super, super important. So finishing your golf swing does 2 things that are absolutely huge. It will add distance to every single club in your bag, and it will help you hit it straighter. Okay, so I promise you, you will hit it straighter and you will hit it farther if you finish your golf swing. Now, many people think they finish their golf swing, but that's not the case. They're not finishing their golf swing. Most amateur golfers have more finish that they can do. And so what happens is when amateur golfers are hitting a golf ball, often the second they hit the ball, they think, my job's done. So this is what I see all the time from golfers who are trying to think they're finishing their golf swing. They go to make the swing. The second they hit the ball, they slow down and they finish about here. I see the heel barely off the ground. The hands are by the face or just above the head. Let me do it this way. Hold on. Let me do it this way so you can see. So I see this. I see hit the ball, and then the heel's barely off the ground, hands are just above the head. Okay, So if you finish your golf swing with your hands by your face or just above the head, you had to slow down at the ball. So you can't physically stop your hands by your head if you were accelerating through the ball, which means you're decelerating the second you hit your ball, which is killing your distance. You can add an extra 15 yards if you finish your golf swing, finish your golf swing, finish your golf swing. So what does a finished golf swing look like? There's a few checkpoints for the finished golf swing. So in a finished golf swing, first thing you want to see, I want to see the entire back sole of your shoe. Show me some sole, baby. Show me some sole. Many of you, I can only see a little bit of your heel, maybe half your shoe, and some of you are flat-footed. Now, can you still hit a good golf shot from there? Yeah, you can still hit a decent golf shot, but you're killing your distance. So show me some sole. I also call it dirty toe. At the end of your round, the toe, the shoe, the toe of your back of your golf shoe should be dirty. Why? Because you finish your golf swing. Finish your golf swing. You're finishing it so the top of your foot flicks over, and you should have dirty toe. So I want to hear 2025, my Golf Town viewers. I want to hear that you had dirty toe at the end of your golf swing. What are some other checks that you've properly finished your golf swing? I want to see that club all the way to the back. Have you ever seen the LPGA Tour logo where that girl with the cute ponytail has the club on her back? Why? Because that's pro. So when you finish your golf swing, we want to see club, boom, on your back, not up here. Get that club around. So that's super important. And the last thing is it's your belt buckle. If you were wearing a belt buckle, if you were wearing a big pie plate, hey, I'm from Calgary. You know I love the Calgary Stampede, greatest outdoor show on earth. So if I had a nice big pie plate, big belt buckle here, and I had my target, so there's my target over there, the logo there with the Callaway bullseye. If I finished, I want to have my belt buckle at least to the target, even better, past the target, okay? So when you finish your golf swing, I want to see that belt buckle through, and even facing past that target. So what are our checkpoints so far? Show me some sole, the entire back sole of your shoe, dirty toe. Don't stop the club by your head. Get it to your back. You got to keep swinging through. And if you were wearing a belt buckle or a pie plate, get it at least to the target. I'm happier if it passed the target. Now, what's a swing thought to help you with this? If you struggle with finishing your golf swing, here's a swing thought that's fantastic. Instead of swinging to the ball, swing through the ball, If you swing through the ball and keep swinging till the club hits your back, I promise you are going to hit it longer and straighter, and you're going to finish that darn golf swing. So when you're hitting, I want you to think through the ball. So hit that ball and think accelerate through the ball. Good thing that was foam, because I think I would have damaged my walls for that one. So that was a foam ball. So again, super fun. Finish your golf swing, finish your golf swing, finish your golf swing. All right. Just before we go on, I just want to say hi. Helen, turn the shirt, turn the skirt, baby. I love that that's your mantra, because guess what? That's tip number 4. So I absolutely love that you're talking about that. All right. So women ask me all the time, or say to me all the time, when I say, gosh, what's your biggest frustration with golf? What do you wish you did better? And almost every woman says to me, Lisa, I wish I hit it longer. I wish I hit it longer. What I'm about to teach you now will absolutely help you add distance to every single club in your bag. Not just driver. Yes, I'm a long drive champion, but this isn't just going to be for driver. This is going to help you hit irons, hybrids, fairway woods, and driver longer. All right. Here's the problem. We touched on it a little bit earlier. Remember, I told you 80% of women can't hit a golf ball 200 yards. I believe most women, barring injury, and of course, as we get into the advanced stage, it gets a little tougher on the body, but I believe most women should be able to hit a golf ball 200 yards if they're using their body properly. But as I showed you earlier, women tend to be arms lifters versus turners. So I told you, women tended to lift the arms and that pulled them out of the posture. Well, I explained that it pulls you out of your posture and it makes it hard to hit good irons and the rest of that. So it makes it hard to brush the grass. But what it also does, it kills your distance. So remember I said, do you hit your 8 iron as far as your 7 iron, as far as your 6 iron? Do you hit several clubs the same distance? If you do, you're probably an arms lifter. So the fix is, and as we discussed earlier, you gotta start the backswing with the lead shoulder. Now, not only does it make you brush the grass better, but this is where the power comes from, okay? So Helen was saying that her favorite mantra is something I talk about, which is turn the shirt, turn the skirt. That's going to come here. I just see Alice. A friend told me not to kill the ball. Am I trying too hard to hit the ball? How fast should we swing? Oh, Alice, I'm coming to that. I promise I'll be answering that for you. Okay, so stay tuned. So ladies, if we're looking for that power and distance, we need to create coil and torque. We need to turn. Lifting doesn't create turn, and that's where the coil is, that's where the torque is, that's where the power is. You gotta turn. So ladies, if you think of this as the top half of your body, and this is the lower half of the body, you need to turn the upper half in the backswing. Notice my hips not coming. Notice my lower body's not coming with me. I'm simply turning the upper half of my body in the backswing. I call that turn the shirt. So in the backswing, I want to see you only turning the upper half of your body. I don't want to see sway. I don't want to see twisting, just the upper half. How do you do that? If you start your backswing with your lead shoulder, again, that's my left shoulder for my righties, right shoulder for my lefties, it forces you to turn. You have no choice but to turn. How do you know if you've turned? Ladies, if you are an arms lifter and you go to the top of your swing, if your girls are still facing the golf ball, you haven't turned. If you start with the lead shoulder, there's no choice. It forces you to turn. Your girls are facing behind you. So if your girls are facing the ball at the top of the backswing, you haven't turned. At the top of your backswing, if your girls are facing behind you, boom, you've turned. So lead shoulder. If you start your backswing with your lead shoulder, 100%, that's going to help. So just to tie that into our first point of deep breath out, for me, anytime I hit any full swing, again, I even do this for chipping and sand and putting, the last thing I do, I take deep breath out, lead shoulder starts me. That's my swing thought. Deep breath out, lead shoulder starts me. I promise you, you're going to add distance to your game. All right, so I told you in the whole idea of getting power, and this is tip number 4, and that's turn the shirt, turn the skirt. So in the backswing, as I showed you, I want you to turn the shirt. If you start with your lead shoulder, you can't help but turn, okay? So here's how my little mantra goes. I call it turn the shirt, turn the skirt. Turn the shirt, turn the skirt, or turn the shirt, turn the pants. You know, if you prefer pants or shorts or whichever else, I just like turn the shirt, turn the skirt. But ladies, here's the little key word in the middle. Turn the shirt, leave it. Turn the shirt, leave it, turn the pants or turn the skirt. Why? So ladies, if you start that backswing with the lead shoulder, turn the shirt, leave it. First move in the downswing needs to be lead hip, lead pocket, belt buckle, guts, anything it is that makes you turn. Why? Because if you want distance, for all of you who want to hit it longer, I'm 5'6" 3/4", and my longest driving competition is 350 yards, 2 feet 2 inches. I can teach you how to hit it longer. This is the key. So to wind up and unwind, here's all your coil, the upper body, turn the shirt. If you start your downswing with your upper body, you've lost all your coil, or all your torque, all your power. So lead shoulder starts you, turn the shirt, leave it. First move in the downswing has to be the lower body. The arms are attached. They're going to come with you, but you got to start the lower body with the downswing. So downswing. So this is where women say, oh yeah, Lisa, this makes sense, but man, my body just doesn't want to do it. Couple little things you can do. This is actually called dissociation. So you're dissociating the upper half of your body from the lower half. You need to turn the shirt, leave it, turn the skirt. What are some drills we can do to do this? You can just do this in a full-length mirror right now in your bathroom after the video. You can practice this. Put your arms across your shoulders. Keep your hips steady. Pretend you have metal rods coming out of your hips. You're going to turn the shirt. Do not let those hips come with you. Keep those hips dead straight. Turn the shirt. Come back to neutral. Turn the shirt the other way. Do not move those hips. Come back to neutral. Turn the shirt the other way. Come back to neutral. Once you get good at that, now let's dissociate the lower half. Now arms across here. This one's a little trickier. Lift a heel up, turn the hips one way, but do not let the shoulders come with you. That kills your coil and torque. Got to keep the shoulders straight on part 2. So again, we have the shoulders here. Lift the heel up, turn the skirt, come back to neutral. Lift the other heel up, turn the skirt, but see how my shoulders don't move? Come back to neutral. And again, you can also do this in a door frame. So if I'm holding a door frame right now, my shoulders are dead straight. Practice lifting your back heel up. So your back heel up. So for my right-handed golfers, that's your right foot. My lefties, it's your left foot. Up and turn. Put it back. Up and turn. And that practice is turn the skirt while keeping your shoulders this way. okay? And then once you get good at that, here's the trickier one. This one's a trickier one. Once you get good at that, here's your door frame. Please pretend this is a door frame. Once you get good at that, turn your lead shoulder, stay in golf posture, get in golf posture, stay in golf posture, start with the lead shoulder, turn the shirt, hold the door frame, don't come out of your posture, butt out, butt out, butt out, and then push off your back foot. Still keep holding that door frame. That's gonna practice for you for the turn the shirt, leave it, turn the skirt. So again, get into golf posture, arms hang here, lead shoulder starts you, turn the shirt, hold the door frame, push off the back foot, okay? So the secret sauce, because again, women say, oh, Lisa, I get it. That's awesome. But again, my body won't do that. How do I do it? The absolute secret sauce, the key to making that happen, you've got to turn the shirt, which is lead shoulder starts you, turn the shirt. When you turn the shirt and leave it, I need you to feel weight on the instep of your back foot. So turn the shirt, you need to feel the pressure. The biggest killer of distance, if you let weight sneak to the outside of your back foot. So if you turn the shirt and then let weight sneak to the outside of your back foot, you're a dead duck. You've lost it. You have nothing to push off of. Okay? So when I won, so in 2016, the last time when I came second in the world, I came second to 5-time world champion Sandra Karlberg. Wicked from Sweden. The Swedes. She's awesome. But when I came second to her and I was watching the video with my swing coach, at the top of my backswing, we could see my weight had shifted to the outside of my back foot. Done. So you gotta load into the instep of the back foot. So lead shoulder starts you, stay in golf position, turn the shirt, feel the weight, even bounce while you're looking in your full length mirror, bounce, turn the shirt, leave it, and then push off the back foot. So did you see how much power I had? Why? Because now I'm using my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads, instead of my little muscles, which are my arms. So again, most women are arm swingers, tiny muscles versus core, glutes, hamstrings, and quads. So again, you want to get into that golf posture. So turn the shirt, feel that weight onto the instep of the back foot, downswing. To start your downswing, push off the instep of your back foot. And I promise you, turn the shirt, leave it, turn the skirt. I promise you 10 to 15 yards more this season if you can get that. And again, it's still snowing outside. For most Canadians, we're not playing golf till Masters Weekend, which is coming up pretty soon. I love Masters Weekend. But while you're waiting for Masters Weekend and those golf courses to open, start practicing this now in your basement. You can do this in your basement, in your garage, in your full-length mirror in your bedroom. Get on this, and I promise you more distance this season. Crystal, I see you've joined us. Love your tips. I'm going to use these soon. Love it. Loved hearing that. Okay, I told you I was going to leave you with 5 tips. Tip number 1 was deep breath out. Tip number 2, brush the grass. Tip number 3, finish your golf swing, finish your golf swing, finish your golf swing. Tip number 4 was turn the shirt, leave it, turn the skirt. What's tip number 5? Tip number 5, this is for ladies in particular, putter. Ladies, this is probably one of the most misfit club, if not the most misfit club in most women's bags. Why? Because most women have a hand-me-down putter. Heck, that was my first putter. Was it from your dad, your grandpa? Maybe it was an uncle, maybe it's a spouse. That was your first putter. Well, ladies, a lot of putters, if they're hand-me-downs, especially if they're from men, they're often too long. If your putter's too long, you're not set up properly over the golf ball, and you're going to have offline hits. Guess what club you use more than any other club in your bag? That's right. Every hole, every time you're using this putter, usually at least twice, if not 3, sometimes 4 or 5 times, but we won't talk about that. Per hole. So ladies, this is so important that this is fitted for you. Please get your putter fitted. So again, often what they can do, they can often save the grip. So a club fitter, and there's club fitters at all 47 golf towns across Canada. So you can go check them out there. And there's also other club fitters that you can check. City, Google club fitter. You can do that. Absolutely find a good fitter. They can often pull the grip off, often save it. They can cut it down. Now, normally you'd never cut down any other club because it makes it stiffer, but you can often do it with putter. They can cut it down. They can measure it to your height and how you set up to the ball. And I promise you, you're going to roll better putts if your putter is fitted to you, and then they can pop the grip back on. Also remember, there's so many different putter grips. So you can have, like if you're someone that's super wristy, you might want a bigger, thicker grip to help you keep your wrists more stable through your swing, which will help you roll better putts. You can have the square ones, round ones. So check out all the different putter grips, which I think are maybe about $35, $40 about. So again, not a huge expense, but awesome. And a proper putter fitting, they can also change the lie of the putter and actually loft. And you're saying, Lisa, come on, there's no loft on a putter. It's flat. No, actually, I had a great lesson with Dave Stockton, former Ryder Cup captain, absolutely unbelievable PGA Tour player, fabulous putting guru. And he said, Lisa, he likes 4 degrees of loft on putters just to give it a nice roll. Again, it depends on how you set up, but they can add a proper fitter can add a little bit of loft, a little bit of light. You don't need a new putter. They can fix it and then fix the length for you. So it's not like you have to go buy a new putter. But I do recommend try all the different kinds of putters. Like I'm using the Jailbreak right now. I used to be a blade putter. Please go check out the different putters that are out there, because this is the most used club in your bag. Is there another putter that's good for you? Definitely check that out as well. So I hope that these 5 tips have helped all the ladies out there, and hopefully any gentlemen that have joined us as well. That I promise you, these tips will help you hit it longer, straighter, and better. And again, this whole clinic is a big thank you to Golf Town. They wanted to do this clinic for all their female guests out there to say, ladies, we appreciate you. We celebrate you. And ladies, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me and watching this, because ladies, we have a great golf game and we can always find better. Let's look for better. Let's push ourselves. Let's make 2025 our best golf season yet. So ladies, in celebration of International Women's Golf Day, sending you all big hugs to all the fabulous women that are out there. Keep it going. You are wonderful. You are fabulous. And I do hope 2025 is your best golf season yet. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye.